Okay, hello everyone. In the previous video, we already complete the view list of employee from our database, and we are using a MathBlazer for our UI interface. And now, in part 3, we are going to have a feature to create new employee and add it into the database. So for now, we can close it, and let's go to the employee service. In here, we will going to have another method, public not void, maybe boolean create new employee view model we name it. Let's wrap it on the try catch value, and then this one. Okay, for this simple tutorial I just return false if any issue happening. Don't forget to close it, and maybe we can put this one in case there is any issue. But for your production application, it's better to have some logging information in here. So if you are having an exception, you can see what's actually happened in your system. But for now, I just leave as like this. And then first, what we need to have is we need to have employee entity, employee. Oh, this one should be model. Employee and new employee. So what we do in here, we map it from the view model into model in our entity. First, it's a full name from model full name. Okay, nice. Department, date of birth, age, and phone number. Okay, thanks to Visual Studio for helping us auto complete that. We're not mapping the ID because ID is automatically created when we submit this data into database. And then what we have now is we need to db context employee is add. Okay, nice. And then we need to check the result. Var result equal to db context save changes. And if any changes in our database or successfully submitting this employee to database, it will return 1 because we only submit one data in our database right now. And then what I do is I will return true if the result is more than 0. So that means something added to database. If the result from database is 0, that means we're not inserting any data in our database. Okay, I think for inserting employee service is done. What we need to have now is an interface for submitting our employee. First, let's have a button in our home page. Home. Maybe for a title, better we use like this. Header 2 with class of text center. And then employee management system. And here in the toolbar of data grid content, we will have a button, math button. Okay, there is a class of margin n2. Okay, is margin right actually, but we call it margin n. It is bootstrap component, I think. And then on click, we will have a new method for this, create new user. Okay, this one with add on click. And then we have an icon for this. We can call it icons, material, field, and person add. Okay, we select the alternative one in here. And for variant, we will have a variant of field. There is a multiple variant for math button. Okay, maybe I clean up a bit. Okay, nice. And now the color for this button is primary, color primary. Okay, nice. And then have text inside this one. Maybe add new employee. No, with capital. New employee employee. Okay, we have a button for adding our new user, and let's have a function for this. But first, let we inject I dialog service, dialog, maybe with capital, dialog service. This one is like a bootstrap model, pop up, yeah, something like that. And this is a MathBlazer component. And we have a function. I think we can minimize this. Okay, this comment we don't need anymore, and we will have this one, private asynchronous task. What we name, yeah, create new user. Okay, in order to using MathBlazer dialog, we need to have another Razor component to show inside our dialog. So let's have a temporary empty Razor component. We name it as create or update user, not user, employee, and enter. Okay, just leave as it is. Loading a moment, and home. And now what we do in here, okay, we have options, new dialog options. We set the max width to max width large. Okay, this is optional, but I prefer large view. And then var dialog is await dialog service, and then we show asynchronous. What we have here, create or update employee with the title. This one is add employee, and then we insert the options. Now to getting the result of our dialog, for result of await dialog result. Okay, so later on when we complete saving change in our dialog, we will getting the return in here something like true, or yeah, actually it's true lah. And when the status is true, we will refresh our data grid in here, so we will see the newest data. And how to check that is a var if result is not null, and result is not cancelled. Cancelled mean there's a X button or cancel button in dialog. So if we do that, we don't need to refresh our data grid. Okay, so if we complete, then we data grid, reload server data. And I think we can minimize like this. Next, we will build our create or update employee page in here. First, we adding a dependency in here, inject snack bar. Okay, snack bar is like an toast or alert, something like that. Later you will see. And then we also need to inject the employee service. Okay, employee service. Now we will need a form in here, so we can use Blazor edit form model. It's come from model, later we define it, and on valid submit is on valid submit. Close it. Okay, maybe we create this, so no red, something like that. Code. Okay, the model come from property employee view model. Okay, this one we can name it as a model. We can define the new employee view model. Okay, should be fine now. Now we need to have a function private asynchronous task of on valid submit. Okay, now should be fine, but maybe we need to add the edit context in here. Okay, nice. And now let's design our math dialog. We have a dialog content. Where is the dialog content? We will have data, data annotation validator, close it. This is required for our data annotation function. So example, when the full name is empty, we will showing full name is required, something like that. And then we will have a math grid, and then we will have a math item. This one we will set as a access. This one we will set as a extra small of 9, and then we will have a text field in here, math text field with the variant. Where is it? Variant of variant. Why it's not autocomplete? Yeah, variant variant of outlined. Wait a minute, why is error? Maybe I try to define math text field. Oh, I think it is because the model, we need to bind value of our model. Is it model dot full name? Why still error? I think just keep it like this lah. And then for add okay, model dot full name. Now suddenly it's gone. Okay, so you need to define all of this with the string label. This is for the beautify our UI. Okay, and the next math item. Okay, this one is access 3. This is like a call in Bootstrap, something like that, column in Bootstrap. And I just copy lah and paste here. Okay, and what we have here is for age. Okay, and then we will have another field for math date picker, and we will have a variant of variant outline also. We always using this variant, and let having a label for this is date of birth, and then we need to bind a date. Now for this one we cannot directly assign the model value. It's not recommended if we see. So we need to have another like a property for this. Property date time no label for date. Okay, clean up a bit date, and then we define date time today, and then we will have again, and then we will have for a math text field on department. I copy and paste here. Department. Why it's not autocomplete? Department, and then one more thing for phone number. For this we need to having a margin bottom MB to 5, so there is have a spacing between this class. Okay, this one is no need. And then for the dialog actions, this is a button below the dialog. We will have 2 button, math button, not math icon, math button. Where is it? Math button. On click, we have a cancel. I just put cancel and then duplicate it. This one is for submit, so we can set like a button type is submit, and then set color to, where is it? Primary. We can name it as save, and we need to define this cancel. This is just simple private void cancel. Okay, but we need to getting the dialog instance. Okay, for this one, so when we click cancel, we will close this math dialog. How to get that is by this one, cascading parameter private math dialog instance math dialog get set, and then we can just set math dialog to cancel. Nice. Okay, the UI is done. Now we will need to calling our service to submit the data inside. Okay, first, if you see, like, the date is not included in the model, so we need to set it. If date is not null, we'll set, where is it? Model date of birth equal to date value. Okay, and then we can just call the, where is it? And we can get the var result of employee service, create new employee, and then we can provide the model we have in here. And then if result is true, okay, this is boolean, so if true, then it means created successfully, and we will have a snack bar at, where is it at, why it's not having a snack bar at, okay, let me see, snack bar, okay, string, why it's not like this, add, let me try, I just edit success temporary and variant, not variant but the severity of success. Oh, I wrong lah, it should be not snack bar but I snack bar. Okay, sorry. And now it should be fine. Maybe let improve this, successfully create the employee, and then we can close our dialog, math dialog, close. And if a result is false, then we will showing another snack bar. This one is error, and then violet create the employee. Okay, now let's see the result. You can start it, and now we're able to see the new button in here to add new employee. Okay, and we have a new interface for this. I try Alvin Maulana 21. Okay, the date is, yeah, just whatever. And then admin, and oh, we don't have a label for this, yeah. Okay, I minimize. I think I missed the label. This one also we don't have a label. Up also. Okay, we need to have a label. This one is full name. This one is label is age. Label for phone number, and label for department. Okay, save it, and we can hold reload and try see. Okay, code change, let me see again. And I add, let's input it, Alvin 21, yeah, random, department admin, phone number 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then let's save it. Nice, now user successfully created. And if we try to search, okay, I'm able to see the value. And nice, it's complete for this part 3. For the next part, we are going to have feature for updating the employee and deleting the employee. And we still will use the same what is this, dialog, but only changing the functional. So we no need to develop another restore component. Okay, don't forget to commit the change. I close it and save it. This one should be on part 3. Let's check again. Okay, nice, correct. Part 3 and commit. Now we have our checkpoint and take rest, and see you on the next part.